All right, so although everything's been pretty quiet on the NHL front, other than the news that the NHL season will be returning on January 13th, there's really been no trades or anything like that type of news to speak about until now, where the Ottawa Senators announced that they had acquired forward Derek Stepan in exchange for a 2021 second round pick. Ottawa, again, they make a deal where it's kind of, this is why Pierre Dorian kind of, I fall in and out of trusting him, because he'll make a few good moves and he'll make a move like this where it's kind of, it's not a blatant, like really bad move. Like, I'm not going to say, oh, the Sens really lost this trade or whatever. I mean, it depends who that second round pick becomes. Of course, if Arizona drafts a guy like let's say a Kucherov or someone like that in the second round, then it will be a bad trade for the Sens. But as of right now, there's really no winners or losers of this trade for Arizona. They get rid of Stepan's cap hit, which was, I believe, was at least $6 or $6.5 million. That's what his cap hit was. For Ottawa, though, they pick up an experienced guy, but a guy who's past his prime, in my opinion, just based on the fact that he went the last two seasons below 40 points. He never was a true superstar even in his prime. His career high in points was 57. That became in the 13-14 season. And he's on the decline, in my opinion, but he is still a serviceable player. He can kill penalties. Maybe he can get some of that defensive posture that he once had back into his game. I found maybe that slipped a little bit in Arizona for Derek Stepan, but with all that being said, I don't know if his offense ever will really come back to what it was in his prime. I think now he is more of a 25 to 35 point guy, probably better suited as a third line center at this stage of his career. I wouldn't give him top six at this point, not even a weak second line center, just because I don't think he can produce enough points against the other team's best players as well as shut them down at the same time. Through 70 games last year, he recorded 10 goals and 18 assists for 28 points. Again, as I mentioned, I think that is more of the type of player he is. I mean, for the Sens, I don't really know why they would pick, like I said earlier, it's not a bad trade, but I don't really know why they would pick up a guy like Stepan. For me, I kind of felt our roster was set, and it's kind of time to let the young kids finally get in there and play. Dorian still seems bent on bringing in all these veteran guys, and that's kind of why the Sens were rebuilding in the first place, because that was the mantra, to have all these veteran guys, bring them in. And Pierre Dorian, he's kind of losing my trust with trades like this, even though it's not a blatantly bad trade, but it's just like, what's he gonna do now? Like, and even that second round pick, it's a little bit of a steep price to pay for Stepan. Like I said, it's not a really outright bad trade, but it's getting there because of the fact that the second round pick is a little bit of a steep price for a guy who has a cap hit of 6.5 million. I know the Sens have a lot of cap space, but still, you got to use those dollars wisely, no matter how many of them you have. And with that being said, to give up a second round pick for a guy who recorded bottom 6 points, third, fourth line type points, it is a little bit much. I would have rather had them maybe give up a fourth or a fifth for a guy like Stepan. That's probably more of what he's worth at this stage of his career. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below on this trade. Who do you think won? How do you think Stepan will fit in with the Sens? Can he regain his form with the Sens? His offensive ability, is he past his prime? Like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below on that. Just as a little bit of a side note too, in this video, Craig Anderson has signed a professional tryout with the Washington Capitals, so I hope he makes the team there. He more than likely will now, with Lundqvist's unfortunate health issues that will likely keep him out of this season. So I'm assuming Anderson will be the backup to Ilya Samsonov. That's probably more of who he is at this stage of his career. But I wish Craig Anderson all the best. He seems like a really great guy, and he put up with a lot of bad teams in front of him in Ottawa, so who knows, maybe he can go to Washington, he can go to the capital city south of the border, and maybe he picks up a Stanley Cup there. Wouldn't that be something if he did it in the last year of his career, which is more what is likely going to be the last year of his career. He more than likely makes on that PTO. I wish him all the best. Let me know what you guys think about that as well, and same with the Stepan trade too. But that's all for now, guys. Please like and subscribe and share this video, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.